Hey guys, it's me RUBIKSSOLVER25 coming back at you again with another solo vlog. Now, to be honest, I'm doing this and second one again because really there were, college work really. I do have a fair bit of assignments to get done, and there's a bit of some time for myself, some bit of time for clubs, and and yeah, and even just me just trying to see if I can work on little projects as well for my own self. Like mainly coding projects because I do software development. Because as you know, that's what I do. Pikey 312, he does mechanical engineering, and as you guys are well aware of from the previous vlog that we did when we Skyped Halo Ringer, he's currently over in America. Now he's not able to do anything much yet. He can if he wants to. Hey, there's a little heads up for Halo Ringer. Why doesn't he do a solo vlog? Hey, because hey, if we're we actually don't know what's going on much with him because of only one little Skype thing. So I do give a little well, why not give him a little chance for him to actually do a vlog? Hey, a little Halo Ringer solo vlog. We'll see if he does that. But yeah, actually, earlier on, I actually Skyped with our good old friend Victor Alfada. He's settling to Czech Republic because he's doing college there. And he's doing pretty well. He does feel he obviously has a lot of work. That's college life for him, but how bad? And as you guys know, that since now that Victor Alfada is in the Czech Republic and how Halo Ringer is in America, it's only me and Pikey 312 that are here in Cork. And, but regardless, that's fine. We hung out on Friday night. We actually asked both of the lads, hey, would you like to Skype? Well, there was no response then at the time, so yeah, it was a bummer. But I then got to Skype with Victor Alfada, pretty much the following night. Now, actually, right now it is currently nearly 2:45 in the morning. But yeah, who the fuck cares, really? But yeah. What else is there to talk about? I wonder. Well, as I mentioned, there's a lot of there's a fair bit of college work to get down on because that's college life. Overall, yeah. To me, it's like okay, yeah. As I kind of figured, college is like there's a couple of things like in our case it's like there's like 6 modules per semester, and again 1-2 semesters per year, so it's overall 12 modules. In some of the cases, it's been like where some modules, like parts 1 and 2, were actually in this semester, the one I'm doing right now, as of recording, is part 1 of 3. One of the only ones in our course. It's to do with databases, really. It's the whole side of, where you're storing data if you work in that sort of part of computing. It's grand. I don't mind my course because of course I've been doing stuff like this pretty much since 2012 because of a club called Coda Dojo. You guys might know I go to that sort of thing. It's pretty good. I mentor there basically in my own little club nearby. It's fun. But yeah, overall pretty grand. It's not too bad. Of course it's a bit tough trying to get somewhat tough more than anything. Try and get videos out because I tend to feel I'm kind of quite disorganized because it's like trying to get assignments done, have to deal with a few modules which I absolutely find boring as hell. And then of course there's the video editing, which isn't as bad really, but at least I'm getting something done as well. But yeah, one of our modules is, as I mentioned, is boring, and to elaborate on how boring it is, I've dozed off. I literally my head tilts in it. Like, so I'm pretty much doing my own little thing. I'm just sitting there, kind of using somebody else as a barrier more than anything to kind of hide a couple of things I'm doing, and people don't be dirty minded either. I'm not like doing anything in the downstairs region. If you think of hiding something. It's more like just my phone, really, more than anything. Yeah, that's just, taking the jokes out of any of those downstairs region jokes, out of the way. But who cares? You might have some weird opinion about what I said, but there are people out there who are thinking on the same lines as things I've just said, so don't worry. But yeah, there are modules which are boring, modules which are, grand, and modules which are completely fine. Currently, of course, I'm just starting to week 6 soon, which is grand, coming up to halfway through already, funnily enough. We actually have 13 weeks, so technically this is the week prior to sort of the middle week, or the mid-semester week, however way you want to go by it. But yeah, it's going fine overall, nothing too much to complain about really. But yeah. So really that's a lot, the main bit to catch up on, more than anything. And hopefully maybe me and Pike312 might consider doing a heads up video for you in the future. But as you guys know, yeah, we still have a fair amount of videos to be released, so don't worry. This right now, this vlog, my good old second solo vlog, as I mentioned, I mentioned just a while ago, it was like 2:45. It's only about 5 minutes, so we're already well over 5 minutes of a vlog, which is absolutely fine, not a bother with that. And after I wake up, when I edit this vlog and going to release it, and I'm going to just do this. I pretty much all of these solo vlogs that with me in them, I do all the work on these. But yeah, many of you may see, in one sense of speaking, kind of two types of thumbnails. You might see more professional thumbnails, that's Pike312, and the more, simple, thrown together thumbnails, that's me. Not skilled at photo editing. Video editing is more where I'm skilled at. And by the way, as you guys know, you would have seen a video on our thing called Victoria's new series. Now, he actually, as you know, he started that up. I actually edited a video for him as well on the same day, so I pretty much edited a video for him and a video for our channel. So again, if you don't know his the link to his video, I'll put that in the description below, and click on that and please check out his videos. He has done many videos in the past, such as a few of them are glitches, others are maybe a few interesting things. And to be honest, no offense to our bud, I don't really watch much of his videos because, of course, college a bit. But yeah, but of course I am helping him out, when I get the chance. And yeah, that's really how things are really nowadays. So yeah, this is again mainly an update vlog again, because we do try to keep in contact with Halo Ringer and Victor Alfada, but there's not really much that has been going on in the past while with our communication between them, which is a bummer. So hey, and by the way, for Halo Ringer, you can send us a few DMs over Twitter, every once in a while, because hey, lovely to actually talk with you, bud. Lovely to talk with you. I know that now, you guys, this is not a way for me trying to get at a way to talk to Halo Ringer. It's sometimes it's not the first thought to actually DM him, but it's just saying, hey, but you can always DM us too, no bother. But regardless, that's that be laugh. We it was actually, I only just remember this. It was on the day that Halo Ringer had DM'd us saying, hey, I'm staying in America, but thankfully he'll be popping over for holidays. Was the same day, which was our last time so far for us to see our friend Victor Alfada before we headed off. And I actually have a friend of mine who is originally from Poland, and he was pretty much a year ahead of me in college, and he decided, well, not decided to use. He had pretty much, put in a few job interviews, because for third year of college you have to do a bit of work experience, and I'm not too sure either if he was looking for a job immediately or if he was looking for a job but they offered him a job straight away. I'm not too sure which one of the two options it was. But he pretty much has moved to Poland, and he's there for a few years, so he's gonna miss the guy. He's a pretty good friend even before I started college, so I've known him for over a year. But hey, I'm looking forward to when he'll get back whenever that time will be. But yeah. One thing that you learn about college and all the times around then is that people will be on their own separate paths. They'll be have their own sort of life choices, and sometimes it may feel, well, gotta be a bummer. You're having people going on different paths, but that's life. It'd be a bummer. But look, hey, I'm here in Cork with Pike through 12. The only time we get to hang out during the weekdays is kind of when I'm on my first break, which is at 10 o'clock on a Monday. He kind of comes in early because, oh my god, we had trouble trying to find a parking space at CIT at like 11 o'clock on a Wednesday, I think, or Thursday. I have no idea. Yeah, oh, no, it was. I'm pretty. Yeah, it was on a Tuesday, actually. Sorry, because I remember that I was scheduled for then, and he wasn't. He kind of figured he had to come in anyways at 11. So we drove in, went to the tier parking. So it was like all these multiple levels of parking, no parking spaces. We just drove around for another few minutes. Couldn't find a place. We even went into like an overflow parking. And we couldn't find a place, so we kind of had to take a bit of a risk, park in a bit of an awkward place. Yeah, I can't quarter 3 in the morning. Well, right now it's a little bit further ahead, but yeah. But he was only in for the 1 hour. But yeah, it was his choice going for that, to be honest. But yeah, for me, really, I enjoy my modules. Like my module, like I have like 3 modules, which are more programming based, which is like Java, Bash shell programming. So it's kind of you run it and a terminal runs. Like again, if you don't really know about Bash and terminal, that's fine. But for those of you who do, hey, you know someone who's actually working with some of that. And then we do server-side scripting is the third one. I don't mind that sort of thing. It's a good idea what server-side scripting basically is. It's like, when you log into an account, it's where your information is sent to these computers in a business side, and they'll validate you, and they might send a cookie and say, yeah, you're logged in, stay there. So it'll process requests in the computers on the company side, basically. I probably didn't give a massively good explanation about server-side scripting there, but hey, nothing wrong with a bit of a quick Google. But yeah, the lecture I have for that, not really much of a good lecture. But yeah, overall, college going pretty well. Pike the job doesn't seem to mind. It doesn't seem he doesn't seem to be doing too bad in his one either. He's having to write a report during the weekend, so he only got yeah, again, very late night for me, right? But I've stayed up until later than this time before. But yeah, regardless, I think I've been talking about it a fair bit enough. Just a bit of a quick update. I'm not sure actually how far ago I did the other one. Now again, as you guys know, that I was editing a video, it was being glitchy as all hell, which is why I did the Rubik's Solver solo vlog number 1. This is again the solo vlog number 2. But regardless, hope you guys enjoy this little update vlog from me, RUBIKSSOLVER25, and that'll be from me. See you other recruits.